All right, the NFL preseason is among us. And for this, I'm going to be talking about what young guys I think will stand out in each one of the games. All right, so game one, we have Giants versus the Browns. And the guy I think will stand out in this game, I think Davis Webb will stand out. Now, I don't think he's going to light the world on fire, but I think he'll come out and have a good game to show people, hey, they took me last year, so why not give me a shot to replace Eli still? And I think he could do it. We haven't seen what he can do against any starters, and that probably won't start today. But if he goes out and shows he can do it against backups, I'm sure more people will be willing to give him an opportunity against actual NFL starters. So Davis Webb is my pick for that. Next game, we have Steelers versus Eagles. And my pick is Josh Sweat. Now, the reason I'm picking him is because I love this guy coming out. I thought he could have been a third round pick, fell all the way to the fifth, I believe. And then he's got all the measurables, aggressive, physical, everything you want in a pass rusher. I think he comes out and has a big performance. It makes his name known. All right. Next game, we have Ravens versus Rams. Now, I have Obo Okonkwo. I don't know if I said that right, but that's the only attempt I'm going to have. Big physical pass rusher. Not the ideal size you would want, but this dude had the production in college and showed that he's raw enough to be potentially a starting franchise pass rusher. He shared the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year with Malik Jefferson. And in 26 college games, he had 29 tackles for loss, 17 sacks, 5 passes defended, and 5 forced fumbles. So he had the production in college, just about whether or not he can be coached into his role. And I think with the team he's on now, I think he can do that. All right, next up, we have Colts versus Seahawks. I think the standout is going to be Shaquem Griffin. Now, the main reason I think it'll be Shaquem Griffin is because Shaquem Griffin is just a playmaker. I know everybody wants to talk about, oh, he's missing a hand. What's he gonna do? He can't wrap up. He can't I'm sure everybody's heard the jokes at this point. I'm sure everybody has. But I think he's gonna be able to make plays, and I think he'll start by showing out tonight. All right. Next game, we have Cowboys versus 49ers. Now, in this game, I think it'll be Dalton Schultz that shows out. The reason I think Dalton Schultz is because the majority of people think that the Cowboys are screwed at tight end now that Jason Witten's gone. And I think Dalton Schultz is going to come out and show, hey, I have the potential to be something good at the tight end position. Now, I don't think he's going to be a Jimmy Graham or a Gronk or anybody like that, but I definitely could see him being someone solid. All right, next up, Texans versus Chiefs. I think Duke Ejiofor shows out in this game. Ejiofor was projected by some to be an early first, well, maybe not early first, a late first to a early second round pick. Now, he had health concerns, and he fell late in this draft. Houston picked him up. Houston knows how to use their rushers. I think Ejiofor will have the perfect opportunity to go out there, rush the passer, and try and go put on a show. Now, for this one, I was tempted to say Patrick Mahomes, but I don't think he's going to show out because I don't think most of the starters are going to play much. So that's why I didn't go Mahomes. All right, next up we have Saints versus Jaguars. Now for this game, I got Ronnie Harrison. Ronnie Harrison was arguably the second best safety in this class. Now, with that being said, he's probably going to see some time because he has two proven veterans ahead of him on the roster. So I see Ronnie Harrison playing significant minutes in this game. Do I think he's going to light the world on fire? No. But I think he'll be the clear standout for the backups and the young players that actually show up on the Jaguars defense. All right, next up we have Patriots versus Redskins. And my standout is Duke Dawson. Now, if you follow me or Saw Sports, shout out to Ed Honcho, you'll know that we've all been very big on Duke Dawson. People want to crucify Duke Dawson for his size, even though he manned up on 6'6" players and shut them down in college. And I think it's ridiculous, and I think Duke Dawson is going to come in right away and produce. Whether he's in the slot, outside, hell, even at safety, I think he'd do pretty damn good. All right, so next up we have Bears versus Bengals. My pick is Malik Jefferson. Malik Jefferson, I think, will end up starting on the Bengals roster. Dude produced in college, was actually arguably the best linebacker in the draft, at least for a outside guy. And dude is similar to Bernardrick McKinney. Big tackling machine, not going to be amazing in coverage, but will definitely be able to stop the run. And I think the Bengals are going to need that. So I think he'll end up showing out this game, and I'm projecting at least double-digit tackles. All right, next up, we have Titans versus Packers. And for this, I have Harold Landry showing out. Now, Packers, I don't suspect will have Rodgers playing because why would Aaron Rodgers need to play the preseason? It's Aaron Rodgers. So I think Harold Landry is going to be motivated to get to the quarterback, whether it's Kaiser or whoever else they have it back up. And I think Harold Landry is going to want to prove that he should have gone round one. All right. Next up, we have Bucks versus Dolphins. And in this game, I have Carlton Davis being the standout performer amongst the young guys. Now, Carlton Davis will probably end up one of their outside corners at some point in his rookie contract. I don't know if it'll be year one, but maybe year 2 or 3. Carlton Davis, he's not a fast guy. Ran a 4.52 40, which isn't great, but 40 doesn't really matter. I mean, a lot of great corners have run slow 40s, like Richard Sherman, AJ Boye, guys like that. So I don't take that into account really. But Carlton Davis is the perfect size to play outside corner. He's 6'1", 202, big body guy. And he has the skills to be a great press man-to-man corner. It's just whether or not he can learn how to use his size, his press, and move his hips more fluidly, because that was an issue he had at one point in college. Do I think he'll be able to do it? Yes, I do. I think he'll be a pretty good corner. Maybe not like a Marshawn Lattimore, but I do think he'll be solid at least.